A chorus of love and humanity celebrating the healing power of music converged on the Sharonville Convention Center May 20th to raise funds and awareness for pancreatic cancer in support of Chuck Reed and GiveHope. A medley of Greater Cincinnati's most prominent rock musicians and bands raised the roof, lifted spirits, and reminded everyone that no matter what obstacles one faces, all of us must play on.
Chuck and I have been playing in bands together for 30 years this year. I'm just so excited about tonight. I really want everything to go as super. We're very fortunate to be hooked up with GiveHope, a charity here in Cincinnati. We've got so many great people working together to put on a great event. I'm really excited about it. But over the years, he and I have played so many different events. We've been through an awful lot, whether it be playing wedding receptions, private parties, and working towards these past few years where we've gotten to play open for national acts. But no matter what it was, we've always had fun, we've always worked well together, and there's nobody I would rather play with. I love you, Chuck, and can't wait for everything to come together tonight. This is for you, buddy.
I say Chuck, I always say Chuck and Melissa, because they really are one and the same to me. They're some of the nicest people that my wife and I have ever met, and through the years have always been super friendly. They're real people, reliable people, and Chuck's just got the biggest heart and big smile, always happy to see us. So being in bands, we don't always get to hear them play very often, don't get to hear us play very often, but it's always a special night when they show up or we show up and get to share an evening. But Chuck's just always it's been a real person to me, which is really important. When Chuck was first diagnosed with pancreatic cancer, we certainly called Susan, our good friend at GiveHope, and said we know someone else who's got this cursed blessing here, and a friend that needs some help. So we put Chuck and Melissa in contact with Susan and the GiveHope team, and personally we love that we've got this history now that from working with so many different charities, someone calls me, I do know someone I can pick the phone up and call and say, hey, this person might be able to help you out with something. And, so I'm glad they've really partnered up on the Play On event, and if we can help the Reed family out here tonight, and as well as bring awareness and some community awareness of what GiveHope is all about as far as pancreatic research goes. That's good. That's as much as we can hope for this evening.
We don't have a lot of love. We don't have a lot of mother.
You know, I really got to know Chuck when I played their son's graduation party, and that was the first time I really got to hang out with Chuck. And so I don't know him as well as some of the other people do, but every time I've ever been around Chuck, he's like he's just I use the word sweetheart because that's really what he is. He's just a really kind, he's always been so kind. He's always been very humble. I've never felt any kind of, egotistical vibe or anything ever from Chuck. He's always just been real sweet and kind and genuine. I like real people, and Chuck's a pure soul, so we're here to try to help out the family and help with the cause, and and we love Chuck, you know, and we're here to rock and roll like everybody else, you know, throw a party and try to raise some money to help out a good cause.
I've known Chuck for more than 20 years and developed a friendship with both he and Melissa. You know, really, Chuck and Melissa do a lot for the community and the region. And I firmly believe that the response in terms of people coming out to support the Play On concert, the entire campaign for that matter, and Deviate when they perform, is really a tribute to Chuck and to Melissa and to the Reed family. Chuck is really fighting the fight. This is a very, very difficult disease that he has been diagnosed with, but he is a strong person, strong-willed, physically strong, and every day he's fighting the fight. And we're walking shoulder to shoulder with Chuck and Melissa and Maddie and Lee to encourage him and to support him and to have him embrace the whole concept of Play On. And Chuck understands what that means. That means regardless of what one is going through. And all of us individually and collectively are providing support and encouragement to Chuck and letting him know that he is not alone in this journey. We love him, and we're going to do everything we can to have him battle through this and get back up there on stage and play that new purple bass he received last year for DVA. This year, to mark the occasion of the May 20th Play On concert here at the Sharonville Convention Center, we had elected officials issue proclamations to declare Friday, May 20th, Play On Day in honor of Chuck Reed's battle against pancreatic cancer, that it might create some more awareness and certainly make Chuck feel, you know, much more excited and honored.
You know, I think that tonight is really telling. I think that the Play On event is really telling about who Chuck is and how he's regarded in the community, not just Cincinnati and Kentucky, but all over. The music community is a very, very loving, tight-knit, small community. And I think that it's not just the musicians, it's the fans, it's the friends, it's the family, and everybody that's come together to support him tonight is just indicative of what a great man Chuck is. He has spent over 30 years here in the tri-state area entertaining all of us and making all of us feel good. And I think that it just makes sense that when he's going through this struggle that we can come together and support him and his family to help give him a little bit of entertainment and happiness for a few hours as well also. Chuck is not just an amazing musician, although he is an amazing musician. I'm a huge fan of his as a bass player. Huge, huge shoes to fill. But Chuck is also an amazing human being. He's a great friend to everybody. And I think that you can see that, and it's evidenced by his wonderful wife that he's been with for over 25 years, and his children, who are both phenomenal children as well, and all of the people, again, that you see coming out tonight that are here to support him. So, you know, Play On, Be Strong, one song, and we're all happy to be here.